a different set of questions, new questions about women in combat as the Army Rangers released the results of their physical fitness exam. This was the first year women were allowed to try out for the Army Ranger School. And here's some of what they were required to do. Could you do this? No. It's crazy. Students had to perform 49 push-ups in 2 minutes, 59 sit-ups in 2 minutes. These are military sit-ups, by the way, and not just those teeny tiny little crunches that you do. 6 chin-ups to a strict standard. And listen to this. They had to complete a 5-mile run in 40 minutes. That is an 8-minute mile. It's crazy. So how did the women do? 16 of the 19 who tried out, they passed the first hurdle, which is great, a promising sign. But it also comes just weeks after a similar experiment by the Marines ended with 0 female graduates. Despite that, the military says it is still trying to open up more ground combat jobs for women. So, Harris, what does the Colonel have to say about this? I mean, how does your dad,
and not
the Colonel,
my
Colonel
dad
Sanders, in a different time zone, is eating his breakfast right now, and he's probably looking up going, did Kennedy just call me out? She want to know what I think about this? He would tell me to call Representative Martha McSally. Did I say her name right? McSally. From Arizona. Yeah, my other home state, I should know. Because she's a former Air Force pilot and had to deal with this issue of women in combat and, you know, tore down some doors and broke through some glass ceilings and so on and so forth, and has finished Ironman races and runs with her dog every day. And he would tell me to call her and to say, do you really want the rules bent for you? And I think her answer might be no, but I'll put in a call later. I think in this instance, you play to people's strengths.
Yeah.
So if I can't scale a wall in 1.6 seconds, but I can fly the heck out of a fighter jet and pretty much hit everything, because that was at one point my goal too, I think you call on me to do what I do well, and trust me, I'll get it done.
But, you know, Rachel, some of these women, I mean, they're incredible. You know, the fact that they're up against odds, they want to fight in the grit, in the dirt, you know, with their fellow Marines and soldiers. I think it's pretty amazing. I mean, these are the kind of women that I would want to hire, that I would want to be next to fighting for me, because you know if they're working this hard and trying to, you know, break the last glass ceilings in the military, that they're going to die for you.
Yeah, but if you were in a very dangerous situation, would you want the guys who are passing or the girls who aren't passing? And the truth is, these are dangerous jobs. If you can meet the standard, I don't think the doors should be closed to women, but they have to meet the standards. And I think they should not change the standards to meet where the women are at. It's too important of a job. This isn't, you know, this isn't a corner office. This is the real deal.
This isn't Soul Cycle on a Tuesday morning.
Yes.
Where Kennedy was kicking my behind, okay? Yeah.
I want someone who could do a real
I was panting and paddling away, and she was doing a really good job, so kudos to you. But no, these women, I mean, they are really, really skilled and very incredible. And we have one of our own at Fox News Channel, Leah Gabriel, who, as you mentioned, was a fighter pilot. And I would defer to her on this. And I recently saw her on Fox and Friends talking about this exact same issue. And I've got to say, lowering the standards is a huge mistake. Yeah. If they can compete, absolutely. Women, if they want to be on the front lines, let them do it. If they can pass the tests. And there's a lot of women, believe me, that can probably pass those tests. But if they can't, we should not lower the standards.
And maybe with time they will start to pass the test, but we shouldn't change it.
But if you look in the case of combat pilots, I mean, women are naturally analytical. There's some gifts that we can bring to the table. You don't have to put us all in one box. We can do a lot of different things. By the way, there's some men who can't pass those physical tests.
And you don't want us talking about that. You can do it.
You don't want 5 miles at an 8-minute clip, I would be waylaid for a month.
Well, you could do it in a car.
I'm exhausted thinking about it.
You can do it in a car as well, and we wouldn't judge. He was the first Republican to officially explore a 2016 presidential run. But Jeb Bush still has not actually jumped into the race. So why is this? Plus, he's one of the biggest celebrity climate change activists. But that doesn't stop him from taking those gas-sucking private jet flights across the globe 6 times in about a month, and sailing around in fuel-gobbling mega yachts. That's how you do it, Leo. Is this just another example of Hollywood celebrities not practicing what they preach?
No.
Leo, stay right so. Stay right.